One of my roles at our church is to be on a prayer ministry team where people make appointments and come into the church and receive prayer ministry for the specific hurts and needs that they've been encountering as they are going through their Christian walk. And over time, I've been observing that there is a regular roadblock that comes up during these prayer ministry times. And it's when someone has been raised in a very functional home by loving parents, and even though they had a really good upbringing, and they're still struggling with some painful stuff from their past. And so we ask God and then ask Him to tell them who they need to forgive. And God invariably comes back with, you need to forgive your parents. At which point the person bucks, they throw up their hands, and they say, why should I forgive my parents? They were good parents. They did not intentionally hurt me. They did not want to bring me harm in any way whatsoever. And people balk at the idea that they have to forgive someone who was good. What you need to understand, though, is as children, our perceptions are very much what is where our hurts come from. And we may be in a situation where even though we can now as adults look back and rationalize that what happened was very good, it still hurt us as children. For example, there's a situation, say, the parents recognize that their child is ready to be learning new things and doing stuff that beyond the family circle. And so they suggest that it would be really a good idea for this child to go to summer camp for a week. And so they pack up everybody and they're all excited, and the child is all excited, and then they take them to camp and they put them in camp, and all of a sudden it hits the child that they are being left. And no one is familiar, and no one knows what's going on, and no one knows what their needs are, and suddenly the child starts to feel very hurt and abandoned as their parents are cheerily waving them goodbye. And years later, the child deals with worries about being abandoned, and worries about being left behind, and worries about not being looked after. And yet when they deal with the painful memory where this might have originated, they look back and they think, yeah, my parents are doing the right thing. I needed to step beyond the family circle, and yet why was that so painful? And they have trouble forgiving their parents because they were doing a good thing. And so the child was misperceiving the event. They weren't understanding it, and that misperception allowed it hurt in. And anytime there is hurt like that, the enemy will then plant a lie and say, see, you can't trust your parents because they're just going to up and leave you, and then no one will understand. And so when the person who is sitting in the chair in front of me gets over that roadblock of recognizing that, yes, you do need to forgive good people sometimes in order to be healed of your misperceptions where the hurt is, and thereby where the lies are being stored. And when they get over that roadblock and are able to forgive those that were good who unintentionally hurt, they are able to make significant strides in dealing with the lies that are resident in their baggage and being healed of those hurts. So, you know, to live a transformed life, sometimes you just have to forgive people who were good, even though as children we understood it as a misperception and hurt. If this is your first visit here, you can fill out the subscription form that's right there. But you know, we like to hear your stories too about how you have had to forgive good people in your lives. And so you may want to write a comment in the box below. And Gran will talk to you again next week.